Back again for the fourth and final part of our A to the Failure series. This one's about a new one called It's penciled in for volume 3. The song is short, has a fun breakdown, and it's about being fed up with the government and their stupid fucking rules. It's very rare we get political. Usually I keep my opinions to myself as I haven't got anything good to say. Basically, they're all... This was written before COVID, and I believe it's even more relatable after all the bullshit that has happened with the government over the last couple of years. I'm sure I don't need to go into much detail. Currently untitled.
You need to stop calling that song untitled because that's just confusing me.
I've juggled a couple of title ideas, including Had Enough, Just Saying, In My Opinion, Finger to the Cunts, but nothing has stuck. So if you've got any ideas, hit them down in the comments. But we'll probably end up being untitled. Bang, bang! Itchy finger, pull the trigger!
Bang, bang! Itchy finger, pull the trigger!
Voices is just one of those really catchy songs. Everyone I know that listens to it just gets stuck in their head.
Fun, catchy song that gets stuck in your head, but the meaning behind it all is dark. It's about struggling with your mental health and listening to the voices in your head to the point where you just want them out and you will do anything to get them out. I believe it's a topic that shouldn't be overlooked or even judged. Mental health is different for every single person, and unfortunately it does lead to people taking their own lives, and this is what this song is about. We're not known for overcomplicating our songs, and Voices is no exception. The riffs are very simple, but with the lyrics are very effective. The song was built around the lyrics, and I think the combination of the two is what makes it so catchy.
Bang, bang! Itchy finger, pull the trigger! Bang, bang! Itchy finger, pull the trigger! Bang, bang! Itchy finger, pull the trigger! I've been waiting to do this for years! Bang, bang! Itchy finger, pull the trigger! Bang, bang! Itchy finger, pull the trigger! Bang, bang! Itchy finger, pull the trigger! Then these voices out of my head! Bang, bang! Itchy finger, pull the trigger! Bang, bang! Itchy finger, pull the trigger! Bang, bang! Itchy finger, pull the trigger! Holding my head up tight!
It was our one and only show of 2020. It's going to be hard not to say fuck COVID in this episode, so I'm just going to get it over and done with. Fuck COVID. After a successful year of gigging, we found it really hard to nail down shows at the beginning of 2020. Our first show came to us thanks to By the Freaks, which landed on my birthday. The staircase leading up to the venue, oh my god. It was one of those narrow spiral ones. We had great fun bringing our gear up there. I actually jarred my back while dragging my gear up, but nothing a few beers couldn't cure. Well, until the next morning, that is. The show itself went really well. I think it was probably one of our best performances. Territorial Pissing was on the set list, of course, but we didn't play it. We thought this show was going to be the start of a good gigging year. We had quite a few lined up in the summer of 2020. But yeah, fuck COVID. Again. I wanted something that people can see and immediately associate us with. So many bands out there that are recognisable just for their logo. Black Flag, Descendants, Pennywise, Blink-182, the list goes on. We wanted a logo that would really reflect our style. We're punk, but not your traditional punk, because we sound a bit heavier. It's been in the hardcore punk scene for years, and I've seen so many bands adapt it in their own style, but we wanted ours to stand out. When designing our X logo, I quickly realised that we didn't have enough letters to go around the X. I did a couple of designs with just the 3 letters, or putting the HC at the bottom of it, but nothing was sticking until we tried it with the skull. The skull itself was designed right at the get-go. We didn't want anything fancy, just the basic skull. The number 17 etched into the skull's forehead represents when we started the band in 2017. The skull itself was quite recognisable, and we didn't want to lose this, so it was a no-brainer really. Just wish I thought of it in the first place.
Well, is Chris still going on about that logo? Jesus Christ, he thinks he's the only one that's ever used it. I mean, it's not like NoFX have done it, or it was an original hardcore one, or even Frank Turner's doing it now. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, do you remember when they turned up in Basildon and we'd already had the logo done on our badges, and then he turned up and copied us and like moaned about it? I mean, bloody hell. Next he's going to moan about bloody bootleg merch that I keep doing.
Got no friends?
We're used to playing small capacities. We're not some 41 who can sell out venues. And hand on heart, we really do appreciate everyone that has seen us live. In fact, that's what I love about the DIY scene, because everyone sticks around and supports each other. But sometimes you get a show where you're just thrown into the mix, and that was the Islington show for us. We were the 4th band on the bill. We supported the first 3 artists, the crowd was getting bigger, and then we went on the stage. Cut a long story short, if you want to clear the room, put a punk band in the middle of pop and indie artists. It does the trick.
This one's called Disappointment. Story of my life.
Thank you to everyone that watched us at that show, and for our first write-up. Being told that we were a breath of fresh air to the usual indie crowd really made our day. So yeah, we do have fans.
The next exercise is hey, hey. Ready?
Melissa Cross is a fucking legend. I think anyone that has taken the time to try our exercises or techniques have probably benefited from it. The main exercise I do is the vocal warm-ups. Back in the days, I used to go into the studio and rip the hell out of my throat. I used to be the unclean vocalist for Under Dead Stars. And after a 3-hour session, I was fucked. There's nothing worse than not being able to speak after a session, especially when it lasts a couple of days. I've been doing these exercises for a long time now, and it's really helped me out. Not only just to warm up, but to develop techniques to help me nail my vocals, especially the screams. It's not about forcing it out. There's a whole system to it, and I tell you now, it's spot on.